2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Surprise, Arizona, Buffalo Wild Wings, the site of the Mike Nesbitt Show. So glad you joined us here this evening. James Poovey, along with my partner, Vince DeLisio. We're the broadcast team for OU AZ football. Vince, what do we got on tap for him tonight?
Well, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm distracted by this table full of food and donuts. Big win Monday. Coach brought us donuts. We've got a bunch of players on tonight, the best of the best. I woke up Saturday morning, James, feeling a little bittersweet, the fact that we were going into our final game. Now we're hearing that this may not have been our final game of the season.
Indeed.
There's a good chance that we have a bowl game coming. We'll find out as the week progresses. But tonight we've got not 2 players, not 4, but we have 6 players on with us. We have Marcellus Chester-Riley, running backs, number 25, number 21, Christopher Ewens, running back. Outside linebacker, Christian Vavile. Linebacker, Justin Barnett. Quarterback, number 10, Austin McCullough. And Mr. Touchdown himself, wide receiver number 2, Brandon McLaughlin.
Yeah, it's a jam-packed show for sure tonight. Let's take a look back at last Saturday's action. A thrilling victory over the Texas Wesleyan Rams in Fort Worth, Texas. 35-29, OU AZ prevails. An outstanding football game. 21 seconds left in the ball game. If you turned it off early, shame on you. Let's look at some of the stats from that game. 2 players of the week as well coming out of that contest for the Sooner Athletic Conference. Brandon McLaughlin earned Offensive Player of the Week, and Kenneth Steele Jr. got the nod for Defensive Player of the Week this week. Both of them had an outstanding contest. McLaughlin had 9 catches, 277 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and he had scoring grabs in that game of 61, 42, and 21 yards.
None bigger.
Score coming at 16 seconds remaining in the ball
Yes,
game.
exactly. What I was going to say was none bigger than that connection between Austin and Brandon with 21 seconds remaining, that go-ahead touchdown, which until then we were down. And when that happened, pretty much lights are off, let's go home. So that was exciting. It was definitely exciting.
It was definitely a great game on Saturday. These OU-AZ Spirit had a great experience as well over the weekend. They got to go to the Dallas Cowboys football stadium, AT&T Stadium, do their walkthrough, a thrilling experience for those kids. We'll talk about that with them tonight as well. So we'll go ahead and step aside here momentarily. We'll bring back the star of the show, Coach Mike Nesbitt, when we return. Stay tuned. So glad you joined us here from Buffalo Wild Wings and Surprise. We'll be back after this.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on,
What
Benj.
about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back
use
it up.
my
You want to
camera.
get
Everybody looking
everybody
at the
in. You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Do you need me?
Okay.
Did you?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
home with
Ben?
my camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
Oh,
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
My fun fact.
And welcome back to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. We are here with Coach Nesbitt. Coach, you saw my tweet today on Twitter regarding the Big Win Monday here with the donuts. Thank you for answering the call and helping us out, making us feel like we're part of this team. We appreciate that. So congratulations on a thrilling victory and some great donuts.
Yeah,
so,
we can't leave you out now.
Yes,
Get a little star donut action this morning, and
Outstanding.
they're covering you up. They're ready.
Coach, talk to us a little bit about that final drive. You guys are down. You're putting yourself into scoring position there. Talk us through that.
Well, we probably did everything that you could possibly do at the end of the game there to lose it. My dad used to say all the time we were going to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory really quick. That, we give up a sack. Really, and the funny thing is, on the last play where Brandon Jones catches the fourth down route, he has to come back. He's supposed to be running a corner route. We end up throwing him a back shoulder fade. He never gets out of the corner route because Austin scrambles. Shamar gets the wrong call. So we totally bust that whole side of the play, and we luck out and get into it. But the kids did a great job. The first catch, to Jeremiah Graylock, getting the out conversion and getting the drive going and getting it going. And then the final play, we'd only ran that play. That was the second time we'd ran that play in the game. We ran it earlier in the first quarter to Brandon, and Bezo goes and catches that one on the final play of the game to get a win. But offensively, the guys really executed that 2-minute drill as good as you could possibly ask for.
Now, on that touchdown, and you and I had a conversation about this already. So the go-ahead touchdown, you kick the extra point. It only puts you up by 6. Instead of going for 2, what was your thinking there?
Yeah, I was more just get our momentum, have a positive play at the end of the drive. I didn't want to turn over. I didn't want to return. I didn't want a ball on the ground. I just didn't want anything negative to happen because their energy was so good at that time. And then it was, if they score in 20-some seconds and kick the extra point to beat us, then maybe we're not meant to win that game. And so I really was just keep the positive energy going at that point in time and not do anything where it's a bad play at the end.
You guys are up 14-7 at halftime. Talk about the halftime adjustments you made to really get the offense moving again and get the rhythm going, and an outstanding second half.
Well, our second half, it was all feast or famine. I mean, we had open guys. We had some running backs miss some holes and some blocking up front that, And then we had a couple of linemen get hurt there in the fourth quarter, so we were actually down to our third and some of our fourth offensive linemen in the ball game at the time. So the adjustments was just try to stay steady. The opening drive of the game, we have Brandon Jones open on a drag route on a play action pass, and we miss him. We miss Graylock, another series where we have him open for a touchdown. And so it was just kind of get in rhythm and just keep playing. But we knew that going in, they were going to make us win ugly. And I thought their coaching staff at Texas Wesleyan did a great job with the game plan.
My partner, the Texas guy over here, was really jealous because you guys have one of the best sports information directors in the league here, and he set up something real special for your Friday walkthrough. What was that?
Well, we had done this the time before when I was at West Texas A&M. We'd been able to get in there when we'd played in Cowboy Stadium. And so we made a couple phone calls and talked to some guys that we'd set that up before, and we were able to get them on the field. And so our kids actually thought they were going to the stadium and to get another practice in the afternoon. They weren't really fired up after Friday morning's practice because I told them we were going to get off the plane and go practice again. And they were like, a two-a-day? No, we're not doing that. They weren't fired up. And then all of a sudden we turned that corner, and we turned on that corner and saw Cowboy Stadium and AT&T Stadium, and those guys were fired up. And so it was a great experience.
Wow. Talk about the trip home on Saturday night after victory. You saw the great video that you guys posted when you walked in the locker room. It was great to see you guys so jazzed and to get that first road win that you've talked about all season long.
Well, it was kind of funny because after the game, we had a little scuffle there at the end of the game. Tempers were a little high and emotions got a little hot. And so I pushed our team all the way back up in the locker room, and I could hear them in there. They were just sitting in the locker room, and I kind of had an idea that they probably thought they were in trouble because of the little skirmish at the end of the game. And so we walked up there and started blowing the whistle, and they got all excited. And it was funny, too, because they were wired when we were at the airport there in Dallas. And then by the time we got on the plane, it was so late. Everybody was sound asleep the rest of the way home and had a great time. So, but it was good. That was one of our last steps that we needed to do was, get a road win against a good team on the road and come home, and that's what we had to get done.
Let's bring on a couple of those players. Christopher Ewens, number 21, and 25, Marcellus Chester Riley. We'll be right back.
There you go, right. 5:03.
My fun fact is that I still have my wisdom teeth.
My name is Gary, and I have a dog also named Gary.
My name is Tim. Fun fact, I'm captain of my paintball team. We usually play on Saturdays, if anyone's interested.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
And welcome back to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. We are here with a great group of running backs, just two of the 4 or 5. There's like 5 of you guys, I think. I mean, you get so many.
Come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, holy cow. So we have running back number 21, Christopher Ewens, number 25, Marcellus Chester Riley. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the show.
Doing good. Thank you for having us.
All right.
Great to have you guys on.
Yes, sir. Thank
Chris,
you.
let's start with you. So, Chris, you grew up in Riverside. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing, your background, high school.
So I grew up in Riverside, California. I played soccer most of my years growing up, and I started playing football when I was a freshman in high school. played all 4 years at Martin Luther King High School in Riverside. Then out of high school, I got recruited to go to Grayson University in Iowa, and I played there for a year, and Iowa's kind of cold.
Yeah.
So I came back, and then me and my grandpa decided that I should go to junior college out of state, so I moved to Washington and went to Bellevue College and played 2 years there, and then got recruited to come to Ottawa.
Wow, so you obviously love the game of football. Talk about
yes,
when
sir.
you decided that you wanted to be a running back. You like to deliver a lot of contact, I've noticed.
Oh man, coming here, I was actually recruited as a safety.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I came here to play safety. Coach Payne recruited me.
Okay,
So I came here last spring and was playing safety all spring ball, and then spring ball came to an end, and Coach Nesbitt and I had the exit meeting, and he asked if I had any history of running back, and I told him, yeah, I played in high school, and he said, what if I tell you I want to switch you to play running back? And I told him, Coach, I'll play wherever you want me to play. And then it was obviously a good transfer.
Coach has an obvious eye for talent.
Yes, sir.
It's done. That was a great transition for you, for sure.
Chris, how do you feel about your role in this offense? Because there's obviously only one football, so there's only so many snaps to go around. What type of system do you guys have to determine who gets what snaps and when?
Coach Duck does a great job. He knows we all have different talents and we all have a different type of way we carry the football, and I think he does a great job of dispersing that amongst the four of us.
Outstanding.
Marcellus, let's talk to you. So you've done nothing short of outstanding on offense as well. I mean, you've got and when I think of you guys, I think of the USC teams that had Lindell White and Reggie Bush. Remember?
Yes.
Thunder and Lightning?
I do.
Okay. So one thing you do really well is you run screens really well. Right. We've seen, to perfection. You run a real good swing route in the backfield. You run a lot of zone plays, and being able to see that cutback lane. I mean, how much trust have you developed in your offensive line to be able to execute that and to be able to have the vision to run those plays to perfection?
Oh yeah, me and my offensive line are real close, and I always tell those guys, you don't have to necessarily get a pancake every play. Just get enough of a guy where I can have a space and I'll see it and I'll get loose. And so they do a great job of just doing their job and getting enough of a guy so that I can get past them. And we're definitely real close.
You're a very elusive running back, Marcellus. Every time I see you run, I can't help but think of somebody like Darren Sproles. Right. You just kind of disappear behind the line of scrimmage, and then you pop out of somewhere, you think you're down, you're skirting out to the edge. Talk about the certain stuff you do to develop that quickness and the agility that you have. Do you do a lot of plyometrics? Do any kind of that stuff with the strength and conditioning
definitely
coaches?
A lot of plyometric training. A lot of it's honestly just genetics and
Okay, very good.
But I definitely work on my explosion and cuts and stuff like that during the off season, and so it obviously helps and translates to the field, and so
certainly,
yeah,
it shows definitely.
This guy can dance too.
Oh.
There was one pregame where we just happened to be walking. They were playing Footloose on the stadium speakers. He's out there dancing to Footloose. Yeah. So one guy that's not here tonight, that's been on the show before, is Shamar Moreland. So talk to us a little bit about, again, the reps, the snaps, the certain plays that you guys specialize in. What does a guy like Shamar bring to the table that complements what you guys already do so well?
Shamar's a big home run hitter, and so Coach Duck, like Chris said, Coach Duck does a good job of rotating us all, keeping us all fresh, and so I think that the talent of our group and how deep we are has helped us all stay healthy and get even touches. But Shamar's a hell of a player, really talented guy.
Well, there's another one that's missing too,
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
Man, Josh.
Vizcaya, who's also a key member of this group too. So definitely hats off to him as well.
Mm-hmm. So much talent at running back in this team. And so we appreciate you guys taking the time out of your schedule. We know you're busy, and we appreciate you joining us tonight. An outstanding season, and we're looking forward to hopefully maybe tomorrow finding out possible bowl game situation.
Yes,
so we'll look forward to that. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you so
coming
much
on with us.
for
We
having us.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time. And we'll be right back here on the Mike Nesbitt Show. Stay tuned from Buffalo Wild Wings in Surprise.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And welcome back to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. The musical chairs continue. We are here with outside linebacker number 45, Christian Viville, and linebacker number 31, Justin Barnett. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. How are you guys doing?
Doing good today.
Pretty jacked over that win on Saturday, huh?
Yes, sir. It was a big win.
Definitely.
Good. Christian, so we'll start with you. So you guaranteed us you were going to boost up our ratings a little bit tonight. So get some more viewers here to the program.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Talk to us a little bit about Houston's favorite son. So, where you're from, where you went to high school, how you ended up out here.
Oh, well, I'm from Houston, Texas. I went to Lamar Consolidated High School. It was very fun. It was a great learning experience there, and I just got recruited by Coach Bethea, and ever since then I've just been learning how to better technique, better work ethic, learning to become a better football player, and as well as a student as well.
You enjoy being out here? Do you like Now, do you have any family out here?
No, sir.
Really?
No family, no, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that? Being a Texas fellow Texas high school football guy, it's serious business back there. How do you think it is out here? It's coming along, especially in the past few years. What are your thoughts on Arizona football out in the desert?
The climate changes.
Oh, yes.
I mean, at the beginning when I first came out here, the heat is what – I know Texas and Houston, Texas and Arizona, all the heat is all the same, but this is much different. But I feel good, and I feel like Arizona has some good football coming to it. It's definitely a great feel out here, and I love the community.
Outstanding. Not so much humidity out here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better in that respect, right?
Yes, sir.
Very
now,
good.
Justin, you're out of Tucson. You graduated from Tucson Saguaro High School.
Yes, I did.
Do you have any family here in the Phoenix area? How'd you end up coming here?
I don't have any family here in the Phoenix area. All my family's back in Tucson, but really all my recruiting came from my mother. She's the one who reached out to all the colleges.
Wow.
Got Coach Nesbitt to contact me, talk to him.
Mom. All right.
Yeah, she's the one who really got me here, so big props to her.
Is she watching
her very
right
much.
now?
I don't know. She might be.
What's her name?
Cindy.
Cindy. Hi, Cindy. He's doing good. What's your mother's name?
Trina.
Trina.
Yeah.
Okay, Trina. This guy's boosting our ratings
Hey,
over
Mom,
here.
thank you for watching.
Real proud.
Great job. Great job.
Definitely. So go on. So you came here and plugged in. You're playing. How are you enjoying college life? I mean, what's a typical day in the life of a college student athlete?
It's very busy, actually. I mean, but I like the aspect of being free, not being with my parents, not getting bossed around so much. But, like, a college athlete's busy. Wake up really early for weights, and we got meetings, then we got class, then we got more meetings, then we got practice, and then after practice we go eat dinner, do homework, go to bed, do it all over again.
Yeah, quite a different life from the high school. A lot more busy. A lot of commitment activities for you at the college level.
Oh yeah.
Talk about as you guys played possibly your last game, hopefully not this past Saturday. As you reflect on the first season of OUAZ football, what are your thoughts on things that went well this year?
For a first-year program, I think we did very well for it being our first year ever, and that last win was very emotional because of how close it came down to the wire at the end. Exactly. And I think we just really came together as a team, as like brothers, because football is family, and it's hard from where we started because no one knew anyone here.
Sure.
And then we all came together. We started bonding. Coaches did a great job bringing us together and unite. I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a great experience for a first-year program, and how well we gelled together, like as fast as possible, was probably a main concern for the team at first, and then once that happened, the work ethic, the practices, everything became easy because you want to be there. You want to be with your brothers. You want to get better with your brothers. You want to win those games.
Sure.
It's just a process, and that's a process we have to go through, and that's what happened.
Very good.
Gentlemen, congratulations on a great season. Thank you so much, and let's hope there's one more game here for us, that James and I can call and that we can talk about, and love what you do out there. Congrats again, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. Coming up next here on the Mike Nesbitt Show, we'll bring on quarterback Austin McCullough and wide receiver Brandon McLaughlin. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back to Buffalo Wild Wings in Surprise.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back
use
it up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it.
There you go.
Did you get? Did you need me? Did you
Don't
Take
forget
another-
to
Did you
take
get it,
one with
Ben?
my
Benji.
camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
Well,
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
There we go. Just make sure you're not.
And welcome back to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. We are joined now by quarterback number 10, Austin McLaughlin. Excuse me. I knew I was going to do that. You guys with these last names. Austin McCullough and receiver, Mr. Touchdown, number 2, Brandon McLaughlin. McLaughlin. Gentlemen, welcome to the program. See, I'm the one that messed up. You guys were nervous, and I'm the one that messed up here. All right, so, Brandon, let's start with you. So you've had quite the season. It seems like every single time you touch the ball, you score a touchdown. What is up with that? What's going on? I guess so. So you grew up in Brooklyn. You're pretty well traveled. You spent some time at New Mexico Military Institute. You went back. You went to school in Florida. You took 2 years off of football. You came back bigger and better than ever. Eligibility-wise, you are a sophomore. So you've got 2 full years after this year. You got a lot of football left in you. That is exciting.
Thank you.
Austin, really quick, so talk to us a little bit about what this guy means to you.
Quarterback's best friend. Obviously, always gets open. Any DB's on him, I'll run right by him. Throw it up, he'll go get it. He means everything to offense, honestly. Cause he's like a comfort blanket. If something ain't going right, you look his way, and if he's open or not, you put it up and he'll come down and get it.
Yeah.
Brandon, you've done a great job for this football team this year. Talk about your performance. You've always been able to make big plays. Talk about your mindset as you're going into a critical portion of the game, much like it was on Saturday evening. 21 seconds left in the ball game. You guys know you got to make a play. Talk about you're breaking the huddle, you're running up to the line, getting lined up, you're checking with the referee on the sideline. What's going through your mind at that point?
Well, kind of, we didn't have a timeout, so the other coach called us a timeout, so we got together in the huddle and we kind of spoke about what was the play call going to be. And I actually told the head coach, like, hey, man, you could come to me in this type of situation. I promise you I'll come down with it for the team. And it's just a critical catch and a critical moment for me and my teammates.
Outstanding.
At that moment, I'm forgive me for saying this, but my TV was getting ready to get turned off, because I thought, okay, I got to get ready for the show. We got, yeah, exactly. We're getting ready to take a loss here, and you come back and you keep your composure. You run what was essentially supposed to be a deep corner into the end zone, but you had to bend your route a little bit sooner, turn it into an out because this guy was scrambling, and that adjustment, and you still scored. I mean, talk us through that moment. When you noticed that you had to make that adjustment. What triggered that?
Well, the route was supposed to be, like how you say, it was supposed to be a stem corner to the back of the pylon.
Yeah.
And once I turned my head, I saw that the ball was pretty much, he threw a perfect ball right into the breadbasket, and I just had to come up to make a play for me and my team.
Austin, obviously you were rolling out on the play, trying to scramble, trying to find something downfield. You saw Brandon Talk about that moment when you saw him come open and you knew that's my guy. I'm going to get him the football.
Took the snap, and I looked the safety off. All week, Coach Nesbitt was like, in order to throw a route one-on-one, you're going to have to look the safety off. And in the huddle, he was like, look him off and then throw Bezo's way. So it's exactly what I did, and I caught it, looked left, looked right, saw Bezo scrambled a little bit, and right as he just broke to the corner, I was like, I'm throwing it. And I threw, and he made a great adjustment and caught the ball. And
what a play. Winning. You guys almost had me sleeping on the couch
Yeah.
Saturday. I made so much noise during that play.
Yeah.
My daughter was asleep. My wife got on me. She was like, hey, be quiet. The kid's asleep. I couldn't help it. It was such a jubilant play. It was unbelievable. Outstanding job for you guys.
Brandon, congratulations on your Player of the Week award this week. Austin, you've had it in the past as well this season. You guys are an outstanding duo. You've got such depth on this team. You guys are both returning next year for the next couple of years.
Yes.
The future definitely looks bright for this program. There's a lot of good things going on here. There's the possibility of a bowl game. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Congratulations the rest of the way. Hopefully we have one more game in us this season. So
yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on with us. Appreciate your time today. We'll step aside here momentarily on the Mike Nesbitt Show. We'll come back and bring back Coach Nesbitt. We'll wrap up the show, talk about the bowl possibilities, and get some final thoughts with myself and Vince. Stay tuned here on YouTube.
Soy option to the cafeteria menu starting in the new year. The east parking lot will be repaved next week, so plan on using the south parking lot instead. You could also use the north parking lot on Wednesdays after, sir? Sir.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
You know, do something for it. It'd be great.
And welcome back to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. Coach, a lot of excitement from the players that we had on. They all talked about just the season, the brotherhood that they've established with this team, the fact that they're coming back next year. I mean, there's a lot of great things on the horizon. Talk to us a little bit about where we go from here. So what are we looking at for this week? What are we expecting to find out?
Yeah, well, hopefully in the next 24 hours we find out that we're going to get a bowl game. We're slotted to have a home game. We're slotted to have a bowl game, and hopefully we can find an opponent that's bowl eligible and's got enough quality wins to bring into surprise and host a bowl game here in the next couple weeks. And so, you know, we're back at it tomorrow afternoon. Team meetings in the morning and practice tomorrow afternoon, and really start doing a little bowl game prep and just kind of get ready to play whoever it might be out there. And hopefully we get a good game, and you know, and it's going to be good. You know, we're going to have good weather and a good crowd, and we can really get this, you know, get some people excited. And our kids are still hungry to play, and that's what's the best part about this deal right now.
Well, that was my next question. How do you keep the guys, you know, really tuned in and focused in, knowing that it's not a 100% sure thing right at this moment, but keeping them really focused? And obviously that would be a huge game if it does come to fruition.
Well, you know, just talking to them and being around them on a daily basis, you can see the energy to want to be together. I don't think there's a guy in our locker room. Now, they might not all want to come to practice. Let's not be delusional and fool ourselves. You know, practice is not for everybody every day, even those coaches. But
sure.
they like being on the team. They like Coach V saying, you know, the brotherhood and everything that's going on with it. They like being part of the team. Brandon Jones this afternoon was just like, Coach, I just want to practice one more day. I don't want it to end. And, you know, and then we got 4 seniors that the possibility of them ever playing again is, you know, you never know. And so, you know, the guys just want to play, and it's fun right now. We're successful. They're enjoying what they're doing. And when you're winning and you're doing some good things, it's always a good chance to be around each other.
Well, they're fun to be around, but and they've also kind of adopted James and I into the program as well, and that's what makes it really fun too. They actually like us, so you know, this is great.
We do.
Yeah. We're really excited. So there's a possibility of a bowl game here in the near-term horizon. You guys have some recruiting to do as well.
We do. You know, and that's where we got to kind of get rid of the gray area. Are we going to play and not play? This was going to be a big recruiting week for us. You know, we had already slated to have some recruits on campus this week, coaches on the road every day after today. So we're going to have to double dip a little bit. You know, we're going to have to bring some guys on campus. But I can tell you this, it'd be great to have an official weekend for a bowl game and bring a bunch of recruits on campus and let them stand on our sideline for a bowl game and be around our team and see the new facilities and everything that's going up and just the excitement about our team. I think, you know, word of mouth sells better than anything. And right now we got a good positive vibe with our kids and our coaches, and the local coaches are excited for us. And so, you know, it's starting to really get a good mesh of everything that's going on right now.
Sure. You know, Coach, bowl game or not, reflecting back on the season, it's been successful. 6-3. That's a great mark for a first-year program.
It really is.
You guys have done a lot of great things, nothing but good things on the horizon looking forward. You know, we got the big Odell Center coming, the new athletic facility, not only for football, but, you know, weight room and press box, a new gymnasium for the basketball teams and volleyball teams. Talk about a little bit of that, the excitement on campus for all that coming up.
You know, our chancellor and the people at the mayor's surprise and the city council and everybody here, Dr. Tyner and Kevin Steele, everybody's had a great vision, you know, and we've all bought into it, and it's just a good buzz right now. You know, I went and watched our women's basketball team play last Thursday night, you know, and I'm excited for those kids to be able to walk into their own gymnasium and get a play. Once our basketball teams and our baseball teams are starting to get a play on their own home court, they'll get the same feel that our kids get, you know, and there's something of protecting your home field, your home turf. There's something about that you can really sell as a coach and you can sell as a recruit, you know, to your recruits. And so it's a great environment right now, and you know, everything's on the uptake right now, and there's so much positive going on, and you know, and you can't say enough about our kids. You know, I still laugh, you know, because some people are saying that we're a 6-3 team, and other teams are saying that you get a count and win. There's a ghost win out there that some schools are counting and other schools aren't. So we can sit here tonight and say we're a 7-3 football team and 10 points away from maybe having 9 wins this year. You know, who would have thought that? Sitting here in November, a week before Thanksgiving, I don't know if anybody would have said, oh, yeah, those guys over at Surprise are going to have a chance at 7 to 9 wins. And it's a testament to our coaches' hard work and a way to recruit, and our kids have done a great job for us. And so it's just, you know, I still laugh. I told the staff today, it's kind of like we've went out and robbed the bank, and we still got away with it. You know, we're so excited. I mean, I can't keep smiling. I can't smile enough all the time about our kids.
Everybody is so young on this team, too.
It is. You know, we're going to lose the 4 seniors. Everybody's back. Our quarterbacks are all back. All of our receivers are back. Our O-line is all back. All of our defensive players except Kenneth Steele. And then you pick up Marcus Faria that's been on the IR all year. And we pick up 6 offensive linemen that have either been hurt or we redshirted this year that were transfers. Wow. And so there's a lot of good things going on. And the best part about it is they're good guys. They're good kids. They like to work. They like to be around practice. They're doing good in school. They're handling them business in the community. And so it's just a fun group of guys to be around, and we're really blessed to have them. It's part of our program.
Well, you guys have been working hard for a long time on this season, and I dare say that no one is surprised, no pun intended, about your success out here in Surprise. So thanks again, Coach. We really appreciate you being on the show this year. We hope to do one more for you after the upcoming bowl game. And thank you so much for your time here.
No, thank you to you two guys. You guys are fantastic. No, we really are. I know I give you guys a hard time off the air.
Did Josh just hear that? Josh Fisher, the SID, did he hear you say that?
Yes, I like these guys. I don't Bill Belichick them. I don't give them a hard time. They giving me a hard
Popovich
time.
us.
No, I don't Popovich them up. I take care of them. No, I really do. I really appreciate you guys and just interviewing our players. They're excited to be on the show every week. Everybody wants to know on Monday morning in the team meeting who's going to get to go to the show, who's going to get to go to the show. And so
that's great.
You guys are as big a part of it as anybody else, and so thank you, and thank you for helping us make this an important deal and a big-time event.
Well, we appreciate it. We just feel blessed to be a part of it all. So we'll come right back. We'll wrap up things. It'll be me and Vince, and we'll be back right after this break on the Mike Nesbitt Show.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back
use
it up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Did you need me? Did you?
Don't
Take
forget
another-
to
Did you
take
get it,
one with
Ben?
my
Benji.
camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
Oh,
shot.
well, I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
And welcome back to the Mike Nesbitt Show here live from Surprise, Arizona, Buffalo Wild Wings. It's been a great season so far, Vince. I want to personally congratulate my partner here, Vince DeLisio. He's been sworn in tomorrow evening, 5 p.m., the town of Carefree. He'll be a councilman from them. Congratulations, sir, on that accomplishment. We're really proud of you here.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited. My first venture into town politics. I promise you it won't change me one bit. I'll still be the easygoing, great guy that I've always been. Thank you very much, James. This has been quite a friendship that we've established, and this working relationship has been a lot of fun this season. I don't know when we're going to be on again. I'm hoping that with a pending bowl game here, the week of the game, we will be back. We've got a lot of good things to talk about, particularly the week of that game, James.
Yes.
Big thank you to Eric, the manager here at Buffalo Wild Wings on Litchfield and Bell. Don't forget our game day menu here. You got the $5 menu. What are the discounts that they have here, James?
Yeah, I believe they have 10% if you bring your student ID, so come on over and pack the place. They're right around the corner from OUAZ. And once again, a special thanks to our producer, Greg Jones. He's worked hard on the show all season long to bring you the pictures and video. We really appreciate everything, Greg. You've been a cog in the wheel, and we could never do it without you.
Yes.
So once again, thank you, everyone who tuned in. We want to thank everyone for watching this season. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure and stay tuned. Like we said, possible bowl game and one more possible show. We'll have to see if everything works out for that. But stay tuned. The Mike Nesbitt Show, we've enjoyed bringing it to you all season long.
And also, one final thank you to Sports Information Director Josh Fisher here, who's been great to us all season long. Appreciate all that he's done for us.
Indeed. Thank you, Josh.
And that he continues to do it, all the great things that we're going to continue to ask him for and all the favors that we'll call it as he nods his head over there. So thank you, Josh.
And look for us on the live stream coming up. We're going to do as much basketball, and then in the spring we'll try to mix in some baseball games as well. So
and softball.
Yeah, softball as well. We're privileged to be a part of the OUAZ family. And so for now, good night from Surprise, Arizona at Buffalo Wild Wings. Have a great night, everyone.
Go Spirit.
Go Spirit.
Okay, one more.